With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
There on the tackle.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun now from Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he stopped immediately there. Number 36. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Going deep for, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum, because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A first carry now for Hofrani Muhammad. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
Jordan Hicks.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Michael Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
9 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
2nd and 11 on the Seahawks' 37-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
For the field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
10. Seahawks, nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 58
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, zero. Go.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Cardinals 10. Seahawks 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57.
Throwing again. Murray. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Murray now on first down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
First down, Arizona.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. They fake the handoff. Now Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cardinals 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards that time on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The tackle by
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Check your heartbeat. Check 59, right?
On second and goal, Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Muhammad. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Myers' kick is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in there.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
On the play. Recovered by the defense.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go again with Muhammad. That one good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Play action. Now Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
36-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
To throw again. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A 50-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Murray. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48 and to the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up
so 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, Cardinals 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Third and 2, and here's Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. From the gun, Murray. Forced and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Right there, 54, right there.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Seahawks.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Murray trying again after the pick 6. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete. That's Drake. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Cardinals.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. first down. Murray. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Murray to air it out again. This one caught by Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
37-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown.
Christian Kirk. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. Here's Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you could not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. That's out to the left and complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He's airing it out for Will. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Arizona.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
3rd and 10.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off by Jamal Adams. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he loses the football a second time. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here is the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Today's final score, Seahawks.
Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Seahawks, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.